Uh, so today we will continue our lectures about LEED Green Associate exam preparation course. First, let me give fast review. We reach up to 37, slide number 37. But I will make for you fast review because I know some of you. So like we are starting a new start again. But in 5 minutes, no more than 5 minutes, till our colleagues join us. So it will be fast, okay? Not detailed until we reach the same points where we stop. So this chapter speaks about USGBC, GBCI, and LEED online. It's another part of the project, another external parties. We call it third party. So we need to manage or to know everything about how to communicate, how to get the certificate, what are the requirements, what are the minimum requirements to apply for this program. So this chapter is very critical to understand the LEED concepts and work or do the job of LEED coordinator. Okay, so I'll explain from another perspective this time quickly, from the perspective of a coordinator. So you need to know what is USGBC. We already know USGBC. It's a non-profit organization. Who are the members? What they provide? They provide education and certification for the project. They have mission and vision. They have mission and vision. And I explained what are the keywords in mission and vision. If someone want to tell, no issue, all right? So the mission, the keyword was transform the way building and communities are designed, built, and operated. Why? To enable. See, I don't want you to just repeat without understanding. No, it's very easy. When you see it in the exam, and you will see this one of the questions in the exam, I will crack the exam for you. So everything I say, this will come in the exam. You will find it in the exam, the LEED exam. Transform the way buildings and communities are designed, built, and operated. Why? Enabling environmentally, socially, and responsible, healthy, prosperous, and so on. Okay? So the most important, how to start, to transform. But the mission, the vision is something like you ask yourself where I can find myself, where I see myself after 10 years. See, this is the vision. So buildings and communities will regenerate. So imagine after 10 years from now, how many LEED buildings? Already from now, most of the buildings are LEED certified or have LEED certificate. So will regenerate. Do you hear about regenerative buildings? It's even a course. Regenerative buildings, sustainable buildings, kind of sustainable buildings. So Green Business Certification Institute, or GBCI, in some other names, they call it Green Building Certification Institute. They changed themselves by the institute from green business to green building, whatever, they are the same for us. Let's say just GBCI, okay? And we know the rules. This will come in the exam. What is the difference between USGBC and GBCI? USGBC, as you can see here in the right, they are more focused. Let me just activate the yes. So USGBC, they are more focused in education and development of professionals. Like our course, this course, what we are having now, they provide reference guides, so this education, rating system development, like LEED version 5 now, or 5.1, 4.1, and so on. Educational programs. So you will go to usgbc.org, you will find one tab, the top left, for educations. This is the main role of USGBC. In addition to certification, but they just guarantee or give you the certificate. The United States Green Building Council congratulate you for obtaining the LEED AP or LEED GA. طيب. GBCI is the interfacing, how they are dealing with building certification when you apply for certification for your building, professional accreditation when you apply for examination, even though you apply through USGBC website, but who will check, who will review professional accreditation, GBCI. And LEED Online is a tool where you apply for a LEED project. Of course, you can access it from USGBC or GBCI. The meaning of LEED, leadership in energy and environmental design. This all review, okay? What are the characteristics of LEED? This can come in the exam also as a question, multiple choices, and they will tell you like this. Which of the following is not a characteristics of LEED? And they will put all, and they will put here another option that is totally wrong or not related. So you need to know these. Just to know three words: voluntary, consensus, and third party. And we explain that in detail. Triple bottom line, the heart of the sustainability in general, not only LEED, environmental, social, economic. Here we call it 3 P's and 3 E's. Remember, 3 P's: profit, here profit, planet, people. 3 E's: economic, environmental, social equality. Okay, so remember this, sometimes come in the exam this way: 3 P's or 3 E's. And then we go to LEED rating system. This is very, very critical slide. When you apply for your project as a consultant, which rating system? So you need to know this to know which. If you have new building, BD plus C, ID plus C interior design, O plus M operation and maintenance for existing building, neighborhood development for master plans. Also there is LEED for cities and communities and LEED for homes. And we explain every specific detail of every system with examples like what you see here. And we also speak about LEED core and shell. It's under LEED BD plus C, but this when you have the tenant fit out or the finishing in simple way by the tenant, like I make a mall and then come the retail shops that are brands, they will do their own interior. This we call it core and shell. And we said that core and shell is a pre-certification. They will give you a certificate, but they write in it pre-certificate. Why? The building is not yet finished. LEED BD plus C schools, retail, and so on. All these are BD plus C. Okay, healthcare and so on. So I have hospital engineer, BD plus C. I have hotel, BD plus C. Name any project now as a practice. Name any project if you have in your mind any project. Just write it. No issue. It is BD plus C. Mostly BD plus C, building design and construction. LEED for home, we said low rise and mid rise. We said mid rise can be buildings where applicable to mid rise. They can also be certified under BD plus C. It's up to the project to decide. Up to the project to decide. And this is very critical point. Based on our experience and based on our communication with GBCI, they allowed us to multifamily mid-rise can be certified as BD plus C. So it's up to the project to decide. Low rise, no, it's just for homes. And we know that mid-rise is 4 to 8 stories and low rise up to 3 habitable stories. Then ID plus C is applicable for commercials, retail, and hospitality. Not applicable for residential. Residential, not applicable. ID plus C looks like that. Some meeting room, hotels, commercials. O plus M, and we said O plus M without mentioning hospitality or schools. Any building, not only these in the slides. Any building can be certified under O plus M, but only one condition. The building is already existing because I cannot make operation and maintenance unless the building is on site and existing on site. Another condition, it should have passed 1 year of operation. Why? Because I can have some data and readings about the meters, for example, and so on. We call this a performance period. All this we finished last time, okay? A performance period. So it's a period during which operation performance are measured for credit evaluation to collect the data for credit. Of course, O&M should be renewed every 5 years. So it's a continuous process, not one-time process. First, you get the certificate, then every 5 years, you need to have a renewal. The renewal is not like as complicated as the first time certificate. It's just you need to update, and you always use star or green star online to report your documentation. LEED ND divided into two types, plans and build project. Plans for only layouts, build project for construction. So it's up to you whichever you want to certify your building under any one of them. This is like okay. This is like the layout or the plan, and this is the neighborhood development LEED for ND built project. Okay. So we said also LEED for ND is based on smart location and linkage, neighborhood and better. So all related to neighborhood, green infrastructure, innovation, and regional priority. Finally, we speak about LEED cities and communities, and we say it's focused on the city itself, not in the one building by one building, no, in the city facilities. So at the city level, innovation and resilience create green urban environment. So it will focus on the public transport, not the transportation to your site. For example, it will focus on the road network, for example, the material. Is there or are there any recycling facility in the city level for the waste? Are there any carbon emission reduction strategies in the city level, like collecting carbon projects or reduce carbon projects? Are there any project for generate green power and so on? Okay. So it's city level for the planning of the city and construction of the city. This summarizes the part we have discussed in the previous for all systems up to LEED for cities and communities, this schedule. So nothing new here. Next is LEED volume program and LEED volume program and LEED campus program. What are the differences between LEED volume program and LEED campus program? The LEED volume program is a program where, let me give you an example. I build a Marriott hotel. You go here, see, go from the example, you will understand it very easy. Marriott hotels have a prototype. What's prototype? It's like a standard shape for the buildings. So when you go Marriott, for example, anywhere in the world, you'll find it looks like the same building. Might be area difference, but it looks like exactly same building. In that case, we can make some kind of certification. We call it volume program. I will certify only one Marriott in one area, let's say Marriott Dubai, and so I will get also certificate for Marriott Riyadh or Marriott Jeddah. Okay, why? Because they are a prototype. It's a like we call a maquette or a building building like 3D, and they are identical. So why we should certify everyone alone? No, certify all together under LEED volume program, and this will save time and also will save more for documentation. Like no need to submit documentation for every building repeated because they are at the end they are same buildings. Someone will ask me, okay, this in area and this another area, the geographical and the climate here is not like the climate there. Yes, we know that. There is some adaptation, but basically most of the documentation will be avoided to be resubmitted. Just simple documentation in case of any differences happened due to the geographical location only. Clear? This is volume, but don't mix or get confused with volume with campus. Campus, from the name, it's a campus, a group of buildings that share one location. So in volume, they are prototype in different location. Here in campus, they are in the same location. So we call it LEED campus program. So LEED campus program to certify multiple buildings on a single campus site. Like campus, like university, like Qatar University, like Riyadh University. Okay. So some credits, some requirements, let's say, not credits because you still didn't study the credits. Some requirements will be shared between all, like landscape, like access. Okay, so like some services will be shared. So we don't need to do this again and again for every building. We can certify all under campus. So a group of requirements will be shared or will be submitted only once for all these buildings within the campus. Example is Qatar University, can be a LEED campus program. One, one only trick here, that it should be under one management, not different management. So if I want to go for LEED campus, the owner or the developer should be one, or the management of this building should be one. During design and construction, it should be one. Okay? As well as operation, by the way, as well as operation should be one management, one management. Okay? So to certify multiple buildings on a single campus site and under the control of a single entity like corporate or educational campus or commercial developments using BD plus C, ID plus C, or O plus M rating system. So it is a simplified and speedier process, offers cost saving. An example is Qatar University. How the LEED rating system work? How the LEED rating system work? Uh, First of all, there is selecting appropriate rating system. In some cases, you will find one building multi-purpose in one, two levels school, another two levels residential, and so on. So sometimes we need to apply the rule 60-40. Whichever the area is bigger, the project type will follow that type. Like if I have residential 60% of the area, so I will certify under the LEED BD plus C, for example, residential, and so on. So this is just a simple, not only, not an important, but remember this rule. A single project can be certified in or earn many certificates in LEED. Yes, like you can get many master degrees, but this is up to you. It's not a mandatory here. For example, if the building have obtained LEED BD plus C current shell, the building not finished, but they take a pre-certificate current shell. Is that the end? No. After that, the tenants of the same building may apply for LEED ID plus C, interior design plus construction. And this is the way, that's why we do core and shell. The owner can apply also for LEED O plus M. Okay, let's say LEED BD plus C only without core and shell. During operation, you can also go for LEED O and M. Okay, so it is not one way, but you can certify your buildings under many types of certification throughout the life cycle of the building. Throughout the life cycle of the building. So I have seen many buildings have obtained LEED BD plus CO certificate, and during operation, the client said, "Okay, I want also LEED O plus M, LEED O plus M." So that's why uh, you should consider that many certification can be applied throughout the life cycle of the project. Okay. Any question here? I think the uh, the Zoom will be cut now. I forget to update the license, so I will do during the break time. But I think we need to sign out and sign in again. Sorry for that. During the break time, I will renew the membership. I forget it's finished today. Okay, let's get sign out and sign in Zoom, please.